Here we go then, almost set to go for the Premiership playoff final, second leg, 1-0 to on aggregate. Killie need a comeback or they'll be relegated for the first time in 23 years, and Killie are ready. Stuart McCall and Stephen Craigan are with me here. What a big day, by the way, it is for young Greg Taylor, just his second start for the club. 18-year-old.
Yeah, I'm led to believe he was close to playing the other night, but obviously Hodson there, who's, you know, he naturally goes back to his normal position of right back, and Taylor being naturally left-footed gives him a better balance. And you know, Stephen mentioned earlier off camera there that, you know, Falkirk are not really out-and-out wide players, so he might be looking to get on the ball and link up more.
Okay, teams are ready to go. More from Stephen Craigan a little bit later on, but for now, over to Chris Sutton and Derek Ray.
Thank you, Darrell. Good afternoon, everyone. Descent, ascent, status quo. Take your pick. Either Kilmarnock will lose their top-tier privileges after 23 successive seasons, thus elevating Falkirk, or it will be same again in the same divisions for these two sides. What we can say without any fear of contradiction, it's the biggest game staged at Rugby Park for many a long year. Who will reach out and grab the sole remaining place in next season's Premiership? Perfect afternoon for football in East Ayrshire. Kilmarnock have decided to field Josh Magennis, ruled out of the first leg through a hamstring injury. Magennis just 3 weeks away from the Euros with Northern Ireland. There's also a surprise start for 18-year-old Greg Taylor at left back. He made his full debut only 8 days ago against Dundee United. Mark O'Hara drops out with Lee Hodson sliding over to right back. The other player relegated to Institute's bench is Rory McKenzie. Falkirk make just the one change from Thursday night's home leg. Tom Taiwo, who has overcome his recent battle with an ankle injury, starts in midfield. Blair Alston, just a bit off the pace of late, begins on the bench. News on Lee Miller. He put himself in reserve again due to a tight hamstring, but there's a pretty good chance we'll see the veteran striker at some stage. Chris, what about the tactical manoeuvrings?
I think big thing for Kilmarnock. There'll be a 4-2-3-1, but Magennis on that right-hand side, pace and power. Obadeyi on the left, pace and power. And they'll need Boyd to score them a goal. And Falkirk, there'll be a 4-4-2. Danny Rogers has to have a big game.
Just about ready for the off, and one final refereeing test before taking his place amongst the continent's elite officials at Euro 2016 for Whittaker. Can Kilmarnock make home advantage count? It's the new normal in Scottish football. The last chapter in the story of the season is the playoff chapter. What's about to be written matters hugely to Kilmarnock and Falkirk. One of these teams will line up in the top flight next term, but which one? Aaron Muirhead over there on the Falkirk right. 1-0 to Falkirk from the first leg. That last gasp goal from Will Volks. Plenty of vocal backing for Killie. First, the stage is set.
Yes, it is. And Magennis on this right-hand side. MacDonald's looking to hit him with the long balls. Has had a hamstring problem, Magennis, but Lee Clark was right to start him. He'll need a big game from him.
Orders coming off Craig Sybil. That important goal line intervention on Thursday at the Falkirk Stadium. As we said, it's Lee Hodson at right back. That's where he prefers to be. Hodson, the Northern Ireland international. Away by Luke Leahy. He'll never forget that amazing goal he scored against Hibernian in the playoff semi-final second leg. Ended at 2-2 on the night. Storming in went Will Volks. Here's Leahy. I don't think Aaron Muirhead expected that.
Did well, Muirhead. One of those passes, all the best from Leahy, just apologising to his teammate. Muirhead, calm and composed, didn't panic. He knocked it back to Danny Rogers.
Rogers on loan from Aberdeen. Has been throughout the season. Chris Boyd leading the Kilmarnock line. Has that fine understanding with Josh Magennis. Magennis going around the outside, trying to pull it back, and it's the perfect start for Kilmarnock here at Kiltie. Just what the fans wanted to see. Level on aggregate. Kiltie for Killie.
Yeah, we talked about Josh Magennis and can he have an impact? And he simply faces Leahy up, pushes the ball past him, leads in for depth. Kiltie still has enough to do. A good first touch, and sets it up and fires it in to the bottom corner. But it was all about Magennis. Kilmarnock right back in this now. There's the touch, there's the finish, there's the power, and there's the perfect start for Lee Clark.
Greg Kiltie grew up supporting Kilmarnock, used to be a season ticket holder. The Falkirk defence breached already. I think we could expect plenty of twists and turns on this Sunday afternoon. Lee Clark, who guided Birmingham to safety in the English Championship 2 years ago, hoping to do likewise with Kilmarnock in the Scottish Premiership. Peter Houston playing the better hand, in theory, but that goal from Thursday has now been cancelled out. Touched on by Craig Sibbald. Falkirk just haven't got going.
And they just need to regroup in these early stages. They've gone a goal down. As football players, they just need to keep it compact for another 10 minutes and not concede, because Kilmarnock have really come out of the traps.
Well, it's Killie in overdrive. Don't have the best of home records. It's been much discussed. Only 4 Rugby Park victories in the league this season. It's 1 win in 8 at home, the most recent run.
I think it's one of those games, Derek, where stats just, you've got to chuck them out the window. They don't mean a thing.
And so often on these occasions it comes down to mental fortitude. Both sides can play a bit. Don't know what it is to overcome adversity. Tom Taiwo. Muirhead closed down by eager Topi Obadeyi. Miles Addison in the heart of the Kilmarnock defence. Now young Taylor. It's cut out by Muirhead. Falkirk looks to knit a few passes together. Taiwo successfully to Bob McHugh. Has most of his damage as a substitute, but Peter Houston has had him in the starting 11 in recent games. Free kick here.
It was a good touch from McHugh. Just sees a little gap to drive into. And a chance for Falkirk to get a breather. Get the big centre halves forward, Kraken and Watson.
Kerr in position. Ashcroft was called upon. Volk's in there. So Will Volks to wind himself up for the long Falkirk throw. Cross drop for Taiwo. Hit it crisply. He might have thought that had a chance of going in. Lee Hodson thwarting Tom Taiwo.
Yes, a good weapon, the long throw. In Falkirk, use it to good effect. It's a good strike, may have been going wide. Hodson took no chances.
Tom Taiwo didn't take part in Hibs Hamilton matches in the playoff final a couple of years ago. Tried to get John Baird on the ball. His form has dipped just a bit in the last few weeks. Now here's Sibbald, a speculative shot. Sammy MacDonald, easy meat for him.
It's comfortable for MacDonald. Would like to get that save under his belt. Sybil didn't really get hold of the shot.
Just a reminder that the away goals rule is not in operation. These SPFL Premiership playoffs. Necessary, it will go to extra time and maybe penalties, but we're a long way from. And it's Hodson for Kilmarnock, very much on the front foot. Tantalising ball, and it's another one driven in. Miles Addison, Kilmarnock's mountain. Dismal start for Falkirk.
Yeah, but what a start for Kilmarnock. They look like they're going to take a long throw down this right-hand side. They get in a 2v1 situation. Sybil doesn't shut the cross down. And it's poor defending on the far post. It's actually nodded back across by a Falkirk player. And Addison just says, I'm going to react. I'm going to take a chance and get across my man. And he can't miss, can he? Just knocks across. I think it's Muirhead. Deflects back into Addison's path. Not going to miss from there. And what a start. What a start. The dream start for Kilmarnock.
Miles Addison's first Killie goal. And it's all going to plan for Lee Clark. 2-0 on the day, 2-1 on aggregate. Now the different emotions. So often part of the narrative. In playoff finals, Falkirk have got to pick themselves up off the floor here.
Just wondered, with the goal that Kilmarnock conceded in the last minute, whether that changed Lee Clark's approach to this game, going out front foot, being positive, putting Falkirk under pressure, and that's exactly what they've done.
Lee Hodson. From MK Dons. Actually came through the Watford youth system. Off the head of Sybil. There is the Burley Addison again. Relegated from the top flight of English football with Derby County in 2008. Mark Kerr. Here's Will Vaulks. Being pursued by Greg Kiltie. Baird. Taiwo. Wasn't right for McHugh. Taylor with the angled pass. Obadeyi trying to make a bit of headway on that left-hand side.
That's the beauty of Obadeyi and Magennis in the wide areas. The fullbacks can get the ball and look for that ball in behind, and they're potent, Kilmarnock, down both flanks.
Only 10 minutes into the second leg. Quite a lot has happened already. Hodson. Addison. Across comes Ashcroft. The third again to Conrad Balatoni in the middle of the Kilmarnock defence. It goes to Danny Rogers. And they played a 2-minute video just before kick-off which used positivity. Some the desired effect for Kilmarnock. Baird with the pass. To unhinge Killie.
I think it was a cross from Baird. Wasn't on Sybil, was unaware.
Muirhead. Here's Luke Leahy. Will Vaulks towards Craig Sybil. early skirmish there. Sybil against Hodson.
Well, I think Sybil felt he should have had a free kick awarded for him. Maybe goes down a little bit too easily. Hodson getting nice and tight, and that was just frustration.
Sybil, product of the Falkirk youth scheme. Lee Clark's mates are here to support him. Steve Harper, Alan Thompson, Steve Watson. He'll head away. Just beyond Bob McHugh. Again, commanding play at the back by Ashcroft. He's made captain of Kilmarnock in a spell at the end of last season by the then manager Gary Locke.
Yeah, that was the wrong sport.
Slater, good on Killie. Down went Baird. Leahy and Hodson was the covering player. Corner here to Falkirk. Corner for the Bears, taken by Sybil. Was there something of note inside the box? Peter Houston thought so. David McCracken certainly involved. It's Boyd with the head flick away. Up towards Obadeyi. Couldn't reach it. Did you spot anything, Chris?
I think it's a difficult one for the referee to give. There was a slight hand, but not enough contact at all for me in that situation.
Come on, bossing it so far. But the one thing we've learned in this season covering Falkirk is don't count them out. They've scored in each of the last 12 matches.
I think it's fair to say they're shell-shocked. It's credit to Kilmarnock, and they've just got to find a way of getting back into this game. They cannot concede a third.
Paul Watson going to go from back to front. Miles Addison, scorer of the second goal. Kiltie, who got Kilmarnock on the score sheet. Jamie MacDonald started all 47 games for Falkirk last season, including the cup final. Defeat at the hands of Inverness Caledonian Thistle. Kiltie. Devilment in his game. It's Magennis. Smacks it against Leahy. Corner.
And there's a mismatch on this right-hand side. Leahy up against Magennis. That's their out ball from kicks. And physically, Magennis is just too strong.
Bringing his influence to bear. Josh Magennis. Craig Slater with the Kilmarnock corner. 6 minutes and it comes to Gary Dicker. Switching it back to Slater. Big pocket of space. Oh, it's Whittaker back to Danny Rogers.
Well, I don't think that was a back pass. It's popped out again. It's driven across and back into Rogers' hands.
Henry Clark. It's even more intensity from Kilmarnock. Trying to reorganise a couple of things there too. Whirlwind start by Killie on this gargantuan day for both clubs. With Leahy. Magennis who went down. It's misplaced by Leahy. He's trying to make the connection with Sybil.
Yeah, the worry would be Magennis. Just an awkward fall. Lee Clark will want to see him back up on his feet and walking freely.
I should think Michael O'Neill, the Northern Ireland manager, is watching with interest as well.
Absolutely. Just slips, I think, on the surface.
Seems to be moving freely enough. Over the head of Chris Boyd. Here's Sybil. Deftly done as he duped Hodson. Addison backing off. Good enough defensively. Taylor, big call by Lee Clark to include Craig Taylor. And the look provided by Obadeyi. Trying to get that one back into the penalty. Deflection on its way through. Corner.
Just that pace and power and that ability to drive at defenders is what Obadeyi does. And we saw Kilmarnock inventive, weren't they? The Falkirk Stadium from set pieces.
Slater, short. Slater, tantalising ball, he's looking for Addison. Send it up towards McKenzie. Taylor. Watching it.
Just the two hands.
Kiltie in there as well. John Bayer doing the quibbling.
Yeah, he wanted to take a quick one. And Kiltie stood in the line.
So McCracken joins the throng of attackers. It will be Aaron Muirhead to take this, the former Partick Thistle defender. Baird was never going to be favourite. It's very comfortable for Jamie MacDonald. And at the moment, it's all going Kilmarnock's way.
Yeah, Falkirk, a lack of quality, even in a straightforward situation like that. Just need to recover, Falkirk.
Watson. Watson, the former Wraith Rovers defender, turned down a chance to sign on again in Kirkcaldy. Preferring to play his football in Falkirk. Volks. Trying to manoeuvre his way around.
McHugh's got to make his run earlier.
Leahy, and here is McHugh. Ashcroft has gone back to the centre. Baird. MacDonald. So what to do for Falkirk? Let's go back to the first Kilmarnock goal. It seemed to go through the legs of a couple of Falkirk players. Hodson.
I just think from Kiltie's point of view, he's just thinking about a clean contact on his strike.
Hodson. Having his own private match there with Slater. Good user of the ball, Greg Slater. Taylor. Greg Taylor's pass to Toppy Obadeyi. Slater. Volks. More than enough for Falkirk as the Bairns try to click into gear. Baird. It's behind Volks and he has to put in the tackle. Just before Boyd. Chris Boyd looking over towards his opponent. Wasn't best pleased. Now Kerr. Whittaker, very decisively, Muirhead, Lee Ashcroft. Difficulties encountered by Ashcroft. Volks. Whittaker and Watson. Just looking into the sun. Taiwo. Looking for payback when you think about what happened in 2010. It was Kilmarnock who sent them down. So the second tier. 1997 Scottish Cup final, the 112th Scottish Cup final. All rights. Magical moment for Killie against Falkirk then. Right on top of Magennis.
I've got to say, halfway through the first half, and this is a mismatch down this side. Magennis, too strong, too good, too powerful.
Hodson surveys the scene. Playing towards what is the Falkirk end today, towards the Chadwick stand. And Rogers plucks it out. Towards McHugh, but not finding him. Hodson making sure of that. Offside ground to cover. Forward by Taylor. Obadeyi. Just moving a bit gingerly, but it's going to be okay. Aimless ball by Muirhead. It's the UEFA Champions League final preview programme coming up Friday, 6:30, BT Sport Europe. And then on Saturday, the big match itself, Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid. 6 o'clock, Europe, BT Sport Ultra HD as well. Kilmarnock with the advantage, that's offside of the day.
Yeah, Watson took a chance though. Got that option of that long ball in behind with the pace in those wide areas. You see Watson, I think he takes a big risk. Gets it right that time, that risky business.
Muirhead. Over the head of McCracken. Great Taylor. Obadeyi together with Muirhead. Who finished second in the championship. Just by the skin of their teeth. Findlay drama. They beat Morton. Hibs were trying to overtake them. The goal difference just failed to do so. They're coming Hibernian in the playoff semi-final. And Magennis and this Boyd in position. And he wasn't at his sharpest the other night in the first leg.
Well, this isn't really Chris Boyd's game, is it? Trying to peel in behind. Takes his shot early with his weaker foot. He's a focal point and a handful. I think the difference for me is Magennis off this right-hand side.
It's the quality of Magennis really coming to the fore for Kilmarnock. Leahy. Ashcroft moving out there. Well, let's use our technology to have another look at this penalty claim. Miles Addison was the defender in question.
No, I think you get them. I really don't. There was a slight hand. And Addison shouldn't risk. But I think it would be harsh to suggest Willie Collum should give that.
Chris Boyd. Obadeyi, and it's Muirhead, and now Tom Taiwo. Obadeyi went sliding back in. Mark Kerr, an experienced campaigner. Baird, short of know-how as well. Taiwo. It's Muirhead. Walker scored away with that. Baird. course, haven't been going in for John Baird recently. Scored since the 2nd of April against Queen of the South. Leahy. That's a better pass. McHugh takes off on the surface. An applause from Peter Houston as Falkirk try to get us back into it.
They just haven't offered enough in that final third. Bit of a surprise to Miller. The risk playing and didn't start. There's the first goal. Good touch from Kiltie to set himself. It was all about Magennis, wasn't it? And Kilmarnock get that little bit of luck. But you have to say their play has deserved.
Whittaker. Obadeyi. New head for company. Taylor. And wriggling. Rated very highly here at Killie. Greg Taylor saw make his full debut against Dundee United last week. McHugh. Addison. Didn't want to take any chances, well aware of Sybil's presence. Peter Houston used the word brave in the build-up to this second leg. Well, they've got to be courageous. A lot on their plate. Well, Vox. By Whittaker. Vox along the ground. Boyd holding it up. 5th highest post-war top division Scottish League scorer. That's Boyd. Venturing forward. That's Kiltie.
Just watching Lee Clark for a lot of this half. I think he'll need to change his shirt at half-time.
His shirt required for John Baird.
Now he's playing the game, Lee Clark is. Every challenge. He's an emotional guy.
Baird on the receiving end, just to clarify, I think it was the undershirt that was removed. Steamy afternoon in Ayrshire.
Yeah, he must have poor circulation, wearing a vest. Baird just fouled an opportunity. The big centre-halves, McCracken and Watson, forward.
So new head up from the back. McCracken's in the thick of things as well. Will be Mark Kerr to deliver. Kerr in there. Ashcroft. Very much a take charge figure. Hit by Volks. And he can score from that sort of range. We've seen it in the recent past.
You know, it's a good take, isn't it? Good first touch. He tries to catch it on the half volley. Drags it well wide.
30 minutes into this return leg, Chris, how would you sum up what we've seen up to this point?
Well, Kilmarnock, what a start. They've responded, conceding that late goal against Falkirk, and I think Lee Clark will be absolutely delighted. Now it's about keeping the heads. They have that threat in Magennis and Obadeyi, and at the back they look comfortable.
Kerr. Taiwo. Often involved in linking the play. Muirhead just trying to fend off Obadeyi. Leahy. Bit of patience here from the Bairns. The last 10 minutes, more encouraging from the Falkirk point of view on the possession front. Just one win for Kilmarnock. Only 4 home league wins recorded. 2 against St Johnstone, 2 against Inverness. Leading here and on the day and importantly on aggregate. And continues, it's Kerr. Hopeful sort of ball. He's not going to pick out.
Yeah, Lee Clark animated. He felt there should have been a foul given against Greg Taylor. Hugh goes up. That is a foul, isn't it?
Robertson, the fourth official, trying to calm down the toss.
Who would be a fourth official?
McHugh. Well, there was an illegal challenge there. Taiwo just clutching the lower part of the right leg. Peter Houston took view of what he saw just a few yards from his vantage point.
Yeah, and it's a surprise. There's no booking there for Taylor. Comes off his feet. Should have been a yellow card.
So Kerr to use Muirhead. Very inventive free kick routine by Falkirk in the closing stages on Thursday. There's McHugh throwing himself at it. As though Killie might just be caught on the hop.
Yeah, long way out though to score with a header. But he's all of 16 yards. Peter Houston will be more encouraged, I suspect, his last 5 or 10 minutes of getting a bit of a foothold in this game.
Really was a wretched start for Falkirk. Just about everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Played by the assured Lee Ashcroft.
Well, one thing we know about Peter Houston's team is they don't give up. They go to the end. They're dogged and determined.
Leahy and Sibbald. Grabbing here, Craig Sibbald. Luke Leahy. Attached to the Gordon Strachan Football Foundation over the years, in connection with Rugby Town. Another Falkirk throw-in. It will be Leahy again. Started every single match for the Bairns this term, Luke Leahy. 10 minutes to go, time. Out of play by Addison. Here's Sibbald. Did well that time, Vaux. Muirhead. First time in there. Addison away. Now Vaux. Control it using an arm. Kiltie. Taylor. And the free kick has been given. It's gone to Falkirk against Taylor in favour of Taiwo.
As the ball bounces, I think he's quite right. It's a handball from Taylor. Taiwo got the first touch.
Ollie Collum in charge today. Scotland's representative at Euro 2016. Here's Baird. Saludi, who has the mind to slide it through. Watson still up there, McCracken too. Will Vaux. Now Sibbald. And try to pull it back, but a goal kick is the outcome. Still more positive from Falkirk in the last few minutes.
Yeah, poor cross, but just a worry for Lee Clark. Off the free kick again, just switching off for a second, and Baird making a little run down the side. And he's certainly animated. A lot at stake, isn't there? There we are, just a free kick, and Baird is busy, always looking to get down the side and into little pockets. Got to switch on Kilmarnock. We saw that the other night.
Ashcroft. And onto the roof of the West stand, the Frank Beattie stand. See, the Seagulls are swooping already, maybe in anticipation of a half-time Kilmarnock pie, as we're obliged to call it nowadays. Now it comes towards Sibbald. Leahy. All of a sudden, a few questions being asked of Kilmarnock at the back.
Yeah, that's right. I just don't think they could have kept that intensity up. It's a good spell for Falkirk.
Volks with the throw. Whittaker is calm in possession. Here's Obadeyi. Taiwo. He's certainly got the ball. And again. To get the ball from that angle. Helping out Taiwo. Real commitment from Tom Taiwo seconds ago.
Yes, it was, and Kerr mopping up, doubling up down that right-hand side. So Obadeyi is a threat, a ball carrier.
Kilmarnock, the great survivors of Scottish football. Oldest professional club in the land. Second oldest surviving league club after Queen's Park. Trying to make it 24 successive seasons in the top flight, Killie. Two players losing their footing. It was Baird. Just went off for a bit of liquid refreshment a couple of minutes ago. Still plenty of tension in the air. Nothing has been settled. Despite that brilliant Kilmarnock start. This is Volks for Falkirk. Appealing to Willie Collum. Appeal falls on deaf ears. And it's Leahy with the errant touch.
Leahy is all over the place at the moment.
And Slater. Magennis. Watson away. Nodded down by Hodson. Leahy standing guard again. McKenzie there in the technical area beside Lee Clark. Manager's right-hand man. Lee Hodson. Trying to get Addison to flick it on. There's Addison scoring his maiden Kilmarnock goal earlier. McHugh now might be onto something. Well, he had fooled Ashcroft, but massive credit goes to Greg Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor got round. Ashcroft got too tight with McHugh.
Back the way by Kerr. So just repeat, in case you've recently joined us, the away goals rule is not in operation. Any sort of one-goal victory, one-goal margin victory for Kilmarnock on the day would mean extra time. Here's Will Volks trying to roar onto that one. Blocked was by Gary Dicker. Every sort of touch from Mark Kerr. Now Scott for Kiltie to do a bit of damage. Boyd in support. Kiltie hanging on to it. McCracken for Sibbald. McCracken taking the ball on this artificial surface. Teams play the home games 3G. Train on the home pitches. Baird. Kerr. Hodson wasn't away properly. John Baird. And acrobatic from Sibbald. But straight at McDonald, the Kilmarnock goal.
It was good from Baird again. Busy little player clips it back into the box, and Sibbald gets a good contact, doesn't he? Difficult technique with his left foot. Just needed to angle that into the corner.
That's officially Sibbald's 200th Falkirk appearance. Also talk in newspapers this week about milestone arriving on Thursday, but officially it's today. Leahy. And here is Falkirk forward. Hodson snapping in beside the corner flag. So Will Vaux getting himself ready. Slater forward. He had the Pistons pumping you before him. It's the Aviva Premiership Rugby final coming up Saturday, 2 o'clock. BT Sport 1, Saracens and Exeter, also available on BT Sport Ultra HD. Alex, fallen beautifully to Craig Slater. A trap to close off the space. Kiltie, one of the players waiting, so too Obadeyi. No end product.
I think Slater should have released the ball there to Kiltie. That was the better option. He gets it out of his feet. Fires in across. Too much pace on the ball. But Obadeyi to get on the end of.
Last gasps of the first half. Well, Lee Clark got the start he wanted. He's a positive thinker by nature. Any added time. And Watson. I'm sure nothing untoward happened. Obadeyi was close to him.
I think both managers will be happy to get their teams in at half-time. Kilmarnock, breathtaking start. Falkirk have just come back into this a little bit, but they'll want to regroup. Peter Houston getting them organised for the second half.
Greg Taylor. The Rangers as a very young player. Released in 2012. Reports at the time said that he was released on the grounds that he was slight of frame. We've had about so many players over recent years around Scotland.
Yeah.
Lee Clark trying to trap it. Just about at half-time. Well, Kilmarnock basking in the East Ayrshire sunshine. Greg Kiltie gave them the early boost. And then there was another shot in the arm. The goal from Miles Addison. So 2-0 to Kilmarnock on the day. It's 2-1 on Ashcroft. Michael Johnston, the equal majority shareholder there, is delighted with the current state of affairs. What awaits us in the second half, we'll find out shortly. But 2-1 to Killie on aggregate at the moment.
Okay, here comes Billy, so back over to Chris Sutton and to Derek Reid.
Kilmarnock really packed a wallop in that frantic opening spell, scoring not once but twice. Miles Addison there, responsible for the second goal after Greg Kiltie had made it 1-0 on the day. But we saw Falkirk imbued with the spirit of improvement to an extent near the end of the first half. And their supporters, 4,500 of them, still believe. It will be Kilmarnock to kick off the second half, attacking the goal to our left, playing towards the MacDonald Road end of Rugby Park. And they call him just checking his watch. And up they go. 1 on aggregate. Well, Chris, what are you expecting in this half?
What am I expecting? What I think, I really don't know. I would expect Falkirk, Peter Houston may not take it to change things. Tibbs made positive changes. They need a goal to get back into this game. And Kilmarnock have been inconsistent all season, brilliantly consistent in this first half. Can they perform as well in this second half when the pressure is on?
And the playoffs have so much to do with that word, pressure. Almost expect David Bowie and Queen to pop up simultaneously.
That would be something.
McCracken from the back. Here's Taylor. We praised him in the first half. Off ahead of Muirhead. Slater was looking to release Obadeyi. It's been lively, it's been noisy. Certainly no rustling of sweet papers audible in this second leg. Kerr.
There's a little clash of heads there.
Yeah, it's Kerr and Kiltie. There's McHugh. Running out of space. Ashcroft still taking care of the situation. As the beach ball is removed.
Got to hold that ball in better. Didn't do it well enough in the first half.
This is the scene here at Rugby Park. Alex home since 1899. Will Killie stay in the top flight? Yes, they were relegated in the top division 1983. It took them a decade to return. Big bit from Ashcroft. So far Lee Clark justified in that decision he made, first of all, the other night. Ashcroft and not Ballatoni in the middle of the defence beside Addison. Leahy. His 7th match of the season for Falkirk. Unbeaten in 7 away games and actually drawn the last 6 away matches. Addison is now messing with the mountain. Muirhead. Here's Baird. I wonder at what stage Falkirk will think about bringing on Lee Miller. They do have quite a lot of game changers on the bench, the Bairns. Taiwo. And they're ahead of Blair Alston today. Does it go Taiwo's way? It's Obadeyi gliding through. McCracken trying to stop him in his tracks. Toby Obadeyi, but Luke Leahy saw enough of the ball.
Good, powerful run. Maybe could have released the ball quicker.
I recall him just telling David McCracken to cool it. That's what he was talking about.
Yeah, Obadeyi stays on his feet, as we well know.
Josh Magennis to take this long Kilmarnock throw. Leahy wasn't away decisively. Kerr, second time of asking. Let it fall for Obadeyi. It's a big swing at the ball. Actually, the whistle of Willie Cottam.
Obadeyi not getting a good contact. And there's Blair Alston. He talked about Peter Houston not being frightened to make a change. And he may be an option. And Falkirk's right.
Lee Miller lumbering up as well for Falkirk. I don't think it's going to be too long, is it, before Peter Houston makes a change or two?
Absolutely. I was watching Miller warm up at half-time. He looked like he really meant business.
Taiwo. Kerr has got himself involved for the Bairns. Kilmarnock protecting this aggregate lead. Taken by Greg Taylor. Over the head of Chris Boyd. Obadeyi trying to outrun Watson. Arriving on the scene was Magennis. Nearly got there. More instructions from Lee Clark.
Yeah, good from Obadeyi. Cross into the box and Magennis just couldn't quite get there. Leahy around on the cover, but another chance with this long throw. And he takes it short.
Here's Hodson. Taiwo unable to bring the ball under control. Gary Dicker, the Irishman. Obadeyi. Good ball by Dicker. Obadeyi. Overcooked.
He had time to take a touch. To cross it in first time.
It's going to be Blair. So come on for Falkirk. He's been just fading out of games recently, but very talented, the Falkirk youth product. Lee Miller told to go back out and do more warming up. Off the boot of Leahy. Grabbing there. Kiltie, the offender. Sybil. Baird, over there on the Bairn's left. Hughes waiting in the centre. Box. Leahy. It is going to be Taiwo going off. Now that's a challenge that won't go unpunished. Leahy. Getting away with a rebuke from Willie Collum.
Has to be a yellow card, doesn't it? He goes to ground early, catches him. That's late, as he didn't touch him, but he clearly did.
So Taiwo, as the player going off, just miscontrolled the ball a minute or so ago. The decision then reached. So the shift of Taiwo is over. On comes the influential Blair Alston. Taking part in every game for Peter Houston this term, either from the start or off the bench. Hodson. Unable to get there. Column. Couldn't see it himself, I don't think. But he does have assistance. Fourth official to help him out.
Well, he pretended to see it.
Here's Muirhead. Kilmarnock ball, and Obadeyi will leave it for Taylor. To stand for any time wasting, Willie Collum. A concession of a free kick. Small down, Kiltie.
Silly one from Kerr, and needless. Just that arm coming out. The ball had actually got away from Kiltie. He's put his teammates under pressure.
Rogers, who served Falkirk so magnificently this season. By Slater, and pushed away by Rogers, and it comes up to Obadeyi. Unable to make it count from very close range.
Well, Obadeyi just must have been unaware. It's a decent play from Rogers, trying to push it away from the danger area. Dangerous ball whipped in. I think it hits Obadeyi. Doesn't know much about it. Could he have reacted? Could that be an enormous miss?
Well, we asked the question about Obadeyi in the first leg, didn't we? When he was clean through. Can't touch on the ball. Now it's Kiltie. And McCracken is going to be in trouble this time. Yellow card for David McCracken.
Clear yellow card. Commits too early.
Stranger to cautions. David McCracken.
He couldn't have been aware, Obadeyi, of the ball coming back. If he was aware, that's probably the worst miss in the history of the game. We should give him the benefit, Derek.
Yep. I'd like to do that. Slater. Taken there by Whittaker for Kilmarnock. Whittaker once again had to clear it on the volley. The cube. Craig Slater, such a busy presence in midfield for Kilmarnock. Chris Boyd. Most of his damage from that sort of position, Boyd. McHugh, Kerr. From there, opposed by Lee Ashcroft. It was Ashcroft with a header that forced Rodgers into action earlier, and then the other day. Well, a bit of back and forth there.
I think Baird wanted the Kilmarnock fan to throw the ball back. Just for us, I can understand that.
Getting quite worked up. John Baird, at this stage, bids goodbye to the match. Lee Miller, I remember, was with Kilmarnock last season, released at the end of the campaign. 1 goal in 22 games. By Leahy, and it's going to be a corner. That gentleman who was getting upset is quite well known to Kilmarnock supporters and Scottish football fans in general through the internet and his outbursts there. Sybil takes it, and that will be a Kilmarnock free kick in favour of Obadeyi.
Obadeyi does well. Passions are running high in the stadium. Lee Miller trying to make a run across the near post, just catches Obadeyi.
I think he might have been asked to leave.
And there's a good observation.
Kiltie. Obadeyi. Willie Collum was right up anyway, and he's penalised a bemused-looking tuppy Obadeyi.
He put the burners on, didn't he, Obadeyi? Little pull back.
Inching towards the hour mark.
Now Falkirk have got that physical presence which they didn't have before.
I think somebody's upset about the expulsion of somebody else. Magennis. Trying to catch out Rodgers.
Good hands.
Alston. It's Taylor, left back for Kilmarnock, up towards Obadeyi. Kiltie, and he has a go. One bounce into the clutches of Rodgers.
Yeah, worth a try. Free shot at goal, 25 yards out. Didn't get the catch in. Desired and comfortable save for Rodgers.
Whittaker. Kilmarnock still hungry, but trying to get his duties in midfield. And the Falkirk free kick it is. It was a rock band with roots here in Kilmarnock summed up what the playoffs are all about with one of their songs, and trauma. For the losing side, it's highly traumatic. Just ask Hibs a couple of years ago, Rangers last year. Obadeyi with a bit of running room. Muirhead backing off. With Boyd in the middle and Kiltie too. Kiltie! Have Kilmarnock derailed the Falkirk Express? Lee Clark jumping for joy. It's a big task for the Bairns now. Kiltie at the double.
Lee Clark down the touchline. This was all about Obadeyi. His pace, his power, his ability to drive at defenders. And then the cutback was a luck or judgment, and Kiltie just stays composed, doesn't he? It's all about the connection on the ball, and is that the goal which keeps Kilmarnock in the top flight for the 24th successive season? Really composed finish from that range. Just power on the ball, and he's a happy man.
Well, I'm not sure if she's a Kilmarnock fan or not, a member of the constabulary.
She is now.
Greg Kiltie, 2-goal contribution. Kilmarnock in his blood. Grew up a fan. Used to be a season ticket holder. And it's McHugh trying to spin around there.
That's twice with both his goals he's taken up those positions, just hangs out.
Findlay preparing to come on. Obadeyi, the architect, and Kiltie, the finisher.
Just peels away and stands, and both have been good connections, composed finishes, and huge goals for Kilmarnock.
I haven't seen the East Stand as noisy and as full in quite a few years, I have to say. While Hippolyte has come on in a bit to change the course of events, and it's Craig Sibbald who departs the scene. So that's it in terms of Falkirk substitutions today. Hippolyte this season after a spell at Livingston.
And some glum faces there, but he's made his changes. There's no point hanging about. Got to go for broke now. Hippolyte on the left-hand side.
Hippolyte's header. There Alston. Another man to come on as a substitute. Kilmarnock really buoyed by that most recent goal, and it's Magennis. Oh, he's managed to get around McCracken. It's Magennis. Cross Boyd. 1-4. Difficult to see a way back for Falkirk now. Come on, stay in the sunshine.
There is no way back for Falkirk. It was all about Magennis, wasn't it? Pace, power and drive. Has a decision. Should he slip Boyd through there? No, he's not. He trusts himself. Breezes McCracken, and then that's clever. Head up. Could have gone for goal himself. Unselfish. And Boyd, well, he scored goals all his career, and he's not going to miss that.
Lee Clark vacating the technical area, and he's been stuck into by Willie Collum. Real exuberance from the Killie boss.
Lighten up Willie Collum.
Chris Boyd, it's a very respectable Slater striking against Falkirk. 15 goals in 22 matches now for Boyd, but Magennis doing all the lead-up work. McCracken was out of position, unable to stop Josh Magennis. And Chris Boyd said thank you from close range. And then it's got Ashcroft here. Miller, maybe. Not quite. Recovery by Ashcroft.
You just felt when Falkirk risked and got bodies forward, the pace of Magennis, the pace on both flanks, and that drive they possess on the counter-attack, and it worked there once again.
Crowd commute on Kilmarnock. Falkirk, who represent their community with distinction. Doesn't look as though it's going to happen. 6 years on from demotion. It was at the hands of Kilmarnock. 0-0 draw here at Rugby Park, sending Falkirk down. Volks, and play is going to be called back.
And there's some tension on the pitch. Boyd and Muirhead stirring up. And this right-hand side coming together. And Boyd, his experience, you're 4-0 up, use your head. And use it in the right way.
Slater also down just as that was developing, and he's going to require a bit of treatment. It's McQueen, the physiotherapist, is out now.
Well, it looks like job done for Lee Clark. He'll still want his team to see his last 23. So minutes out. Don't know what he was doing there.
Getting carried away a lot.
He didn't say he was going to strip, did he?
Mark Kerr. Oh, that's such a colossal task facing Falkirk. The comeback kids. So much excitement. Look at the Kilmarnock fans in front of us. Real trepidation in the camp ahead of this game. Alston corner to Falkirk. It's come off Gary Dicker. Action stations here for the Bairns.
Well, they need one back, and back quickly.
Taken by Blair Alston. It's Hippolyte with a header. Slater, who has recovered from the knock, he picked up. McCracken. Addison has been a rock in the heart of the Killie defence. Muirhead will work something here, Falkirk. Miller and Alston, and McDonald the weight off the shot. Ray Connor intervenes. Decision goes Kilmarnock's way. In any case, Hodson felt the force of that collision there.
Just before then, that was good interplaying guile on the edge of the box from Falkirk, and they work it well. It's a decent strike and a reaction save the goalkeeper should make, and a foul, I think, from Hippolyte. McHugh looks to be in a bit of pain. And they've used all the subs.
They have. Grady tending to Bob McHugh. Lee McCulloch imparts words of wisdom to Chris Boyd, responsible for the Kilmarnock goal, set up by Josh Magennis.
What I like about this, yes, there's the pace, there's the power, but he's not, is he? That goal should be game, set and match. Any strikers I've played with would have shot in that position. It was good from Magennis, unselfish, and that should be game over, albeit Falk won't give up.
McHugh moving freely enough. Inside the final 20 minutes. Don't forget, it's the Champions League final preview programme, Friday 6:30, BT Sport Europe, and then Saturday 6 o'clock for the Champions League final itself, an all Madrid affair. BT Sport Europe, BT Sport Ultra HD. Hodson's okay. To his time on the ground. Kilmarnock have done the hard part. Lee Clark has promised the supporters, his words, a team they deserve next season. If they survive this examination, and they're doing pretty well. When it comes to Kerr. Obadeyi. Totally done by Toppy Obadeyi. He's still going. Able to get the better of Aaron Muirhead. There's Alston and now Kerr. Miles Hippolyte. Requiring 3 goals just to force extra time, assuming Kilmarnock don't score again.
Muirhead is struggling. This right-hand side really moving. No freedom at all.
Miller doing the pleading. Not getting any sympathy from Willie Collum. Could have gone anywhere. No Vox. Just moving in, and Muirhead hobbling on.
Obadeyi gets his team up the pitch, a ball carrier. That collision, Muirhead might have tweaked knee. No rush. He's been good, hasn't he?
He has, Taylor, yeah.
Big call from Lee Clark.
Obadeyi. He tried to carry on, the flag raised by Dougie Ross, assistant referee, and MSP. His maiden speech, I'm told, due to be delivered in a few days' time. MSP for Islands and Islands.
Yeah, you learn something.
That's by Alston. Jamie MacDonald doesn't have too much to contemplate. Josh Magennis might now want to save himself for Euro 2016. As I think Michael O'Neill, if he's watching, would be of that mindset.
Absolutely. And let's hope for his sake that he's okay. You see his signal there isn't good news by the looks of it for Northern Ireland. On down again.
Northern Ireland's first game at the Euros will be against Poland in Nice 3 weeks today.
What you have to say is what an impact he has had on this game. Created chances, created goals, caused problems all afternoon for Falkirk.
Back on his feet and walking, Josh Magennis. Point to the hamstring just a minute or so ago, and it's a station for Josh Magennis.
They've been outstanding.
So Mark O'Hara, the replacement, tucks all round. Josh Magennis. Clark knew he had to risk it today. Kerr trying to discomfit the Kilmarnock defence. Obadeyi took a swing at it. Muirhead. By Aaron Muirhead. Slater. There's Boyd. Beautifully done by Chris Boyd. On the Killie right. He loses possession of it. Leahy. Ashcroft. Confrontation between Miller and the substitute O'Hara.
Ashcroft and Addison, every ball gone into the box, they've really dealt with it extremely well.
McHugh. Ashcroft with him. Hodson. Leahy is pulled away. There was contact. O'Hara.
Yeah, just come on. O'Hara sitting on that right-hand side. Need a goal. And need it quick.
Slithering away from Falkirk. Box with it. Watson trying to get on the end of that free kick. And the Falkirk supporters, 4,500, praying to the old gods, the new gods, and maybe the ginger god as well, as they used to call Peter Houston in his playing days.
It looks like it's gone. And you feel for those fans, triumph to disaster.
Yeah, it's going to be a yellow card. It's Boyd just getting in the way there. By Muirhead. Falkirk have been the team of late goals. Really is a massive ask. Confirmation of the Chris Boyd yellow card. Saracens and Exeter looking for Aviva Premiership glory. Next Saturday, 2 o'clock, BT Sport 1 and BT Sport Ultra HD. Slipping it through to Hippolyte. Come a long way out. Alex Hodson there. Of course, works at Falkirk these days. He was the Falkirk manager when he took on Kilmarnock in the '97 Cup final, having not long before that been the Killie boss. Muirhead. So the scarf thrown at him as he was in mid-stride. Kraken couldn't quite find it. Alston. Can they get it out of there? But they don't want to return the ball quickly. So Muirhead right in amongst the fans. Generating plenty of distance. Obadeyi. And now Kerr. Leahy out on that one towards McHugh. That's the challenge. What's Willie Cottam going to do about it? Mark Kerr.
It has to be a card, doesn't it? A yellow card, it should be. There it is. Kerr committed the challenge. Kiltie nicks the ball in front of him.
Well, we asked the question prior to the first leg. What exactly is the difference between a lower Premiership and upper Championship? We've got quite a few different views from our different bits. This last season, rather well, the Premiership representatives saw off Rangers, who had to work hard in the playoffs all the way through from the quarter-finals. Now Kilmarnock might be able to add to their already impressive haul. Hodson's waiting. O'Hara now. O'Hara, Tuppy, Obadeyi. O'Hara. Every Killie touch being cheered, but that's too strong for Hodson.
It's been pretty comfortable, hasn't it, for Kilmarnock? He'll just want his team to see it through.
The fans have played their part. That's what Lee Clark wanted from the off. advantage hasn't really counted for all that much where Kilmarnock are concerned this season, but different story today, and stretching for it was the mountain, Miles Addison. Hippolyte. Kerr. Muirhead. He's gone into the centre of the penalty area. Alston whips one in. Addison's head has been formidable these two games, Miles Addison.
Just like the Volks, to take a chance there, nothing to lose, get yourself in the box. Addison dealt with it well.
Miles Hippolyte. And they bounce there just in front of McHugh. Jamie MacDonald has it. Hippolyte can be a real threat with those long throws.
I think Addison shouldn't take chances in that position. First chance is taken today. Don't let the ball bounce. Trying to ease Watson out of it. Lee Clark will want his centre halves going and heading in those situations.
Slater. Obadeyi. Not quite. Lee Clark knows the job isn't finished yet, but Kilmarnock are closing in on a 24th successive Premiership season. Michael Johnston. So we can't call him the chairman anymore. Technically the joint majority shareholder. Kraken. Hippolyte trying to dovetail there with Volks. So many here wearing the colours of Kilmarnock, supporting the local team. Just wish a percentage of them would return. Maybe they will return next season under Lee Clark. He has promised a better team, one the town deserves.
You hear the fans now, and they should be encouraged with this team's performance this afternoon and over the two legs. For me, they have been the dominant team. Peter Houston admitted to that. They've been rampant this afternoon.
He and Lee Clark just words a few seconds ago. Addison, Miller with him. He's a seasoned pro, Miles Addison. And under Lee Clark at Blackpool last season. And in amongst the goals, and they're on their feet again in front of us, the Kilmarnock fans. Trying to inspire these players over the line. They have been terrific today.
Well, they have been, and so much at stake. Their team has been terrific, and they've got something to cheer. They've got behind the team. Lee Clark spoke about that before the game, and they really have backed the team.
Alston. Slide around, he's hit superbly well, player Alston, but maybe biting off more than he could chew. 5 minutes to go. Kiltie, and now Slater. Slater run at the Falkirk defence. Kerr. Free kick, says Willie Collum.
Who knows, had Slater released that ball, Kiltie could have been in for his hat-trick.
Leahy. Didn't really have to react in that fashion. Ashcroft. The Kraken forces the corner.
Ashcroft unhappy he didn't get a call from his goalkeeper. Could have actually let that ball run through.
Hodson takes it. Picked in by Kiltie. It's an excellent idea. O'Hara and Boyd in support. Mark O'Hara.
Yeah, didn't get his shot off well enough. Boyd, I think, was unhappy. O'Hara didn't reverse the ball back into his path. Had a chance to just there, and he elects to shoot. And splats it.
Lee Clark's men on top from the start today. Really was the ideal beginning from the Killie point of view. It's two quick-fire goals. Falkirk players wearing punch-drunk looks. Falkirk took the ball. Little box. And it's gone Lee Miller's way. Well, the Falkirk fans were hoping the Bairns players would show them the way to the Premiership. Hawks optimistic to the ball, it bounces around, and Hippolyte, Miles Hippolyte from close range, but Willie Collin right up the play. It wasn't going to be given, was it?
MacDonald get absolutely clattered. He has to come for that, and Miller gets across him with his arm and wipes him out. See there, that arm.
Not especially subtle.
They used to be mates.
Here's Kiltie. He's created space for himself. Greg Kiltie. Boyd on the doorstep. Oh, touch of pinball inside the area. Goal kick. The verdict here with a little bit more than a minute to go in normal time. Well, some have heard enough, I think, today.
And Kiltie, he's been clever all afternoon, hasn't he? Boyd trying to get across that near post.
Indications are a minimum of 3 added minutes here at Rugby Park. To go back in time just a few days. See many considering Falkirk to be favourites. I think a few thought they would storm the barricades against a bit of a fragile Kilmarnock side based on recent results. The Premiership team displaying their class. These two huge matches. Austin. The Kilmarnock lost at the Falkirk Stadium. They were the more compelling side for large chunks of that game. And Muirhead, and he doesn't get hold of it at all. Well, the story of what might have been for Peter Houston, for all the Falkirk fans who've made the journey here to Kilmarnock. It's going to be quite the championship lineup next term with Dundee United, Hibernian still there, Falkirk still there. 3 minutes to be added on to the 90.
Absolutely. I still think they've had a great season. They've punched above the weight. Haven't got the biggest budget. Took a big scalp in Hibs. And today just hasn't been their day. They haven't turned up, in fairness. They needed a big performance. I think over the 2 legs, the best team have won.
Late change here from Kilmarnock. Rory McKenzie for Greg Kiltie. Big part of the story for Kilmarnock. Kiltie. 2-goal contribution. Well, he disappointed in the first match. He was quiet in that first match. He's more than made up for that today, Chris.
He has 2 crucial goals. Bit of a different position today, in behind Chris Boyd.
Lee Clark not relaxing. Muirhead. There's Miller. Trying to work something with McHugh. McKenzie is full of beans. He'll just come on, Rory McKenzie. McKenzie's shot, and he hits his own man in Chris Boyd. Lee Clark and the Kilmarnock supporters are about to celebrate wildly.
He knows it's over. They know it's over.
Cries of "We are staying up" from the home fans. They know it now. Don't think they're going to jinx anything by shouting it out. It's a bitter pill for Falkirk to swallow. Taylor. Here's one the Killie fans will enjoy watching next season in the top flight again. Watson.
Taylor's had a terrific game. Big call for that man. He got it right. Got most things right in these playoffs. And they're friends.
Lee Clark has done his job. That conveyed to the courts of relegation. Not this year. Killie stay up. Chris Boyd scoring one of the goals. We have a pitch invasion. Well, we hope we wouldn't see that after what occurred yesterday at Hampden. Some of the exuberant Kilmarnock fans have broken through the cordon of security. Chris Boyd on target. A double from Greg Kiltie, and Miles Addison scoring as well for Killie today. It will be a 24th successive season for Kilmarnock in the top flight. Falkirk remain in the championship. They were hoping for payback today. Demoted in 2010 at the hands of Kilmarnock. It really didn't happen for the Bairns. And let's go down to Ailey Barber. Ailey.
Josh, what a result at the end of the day for Kilmarnock. You really had to come together today, and you did it.
Yeah, we did. You know, the gaffer made a lot of changes. 4-0, we had to wait to the last game of the season to make sure we were there, but we're full of confidence. You know, when we play our strengths, especially their attack, there's no team that can deal with the pace we have up front, especially with myself and Toppy when we're on our game, and then we've got Bodie who can finish from anywhere. So today it just all clicked for us, and thank God we've retained the SPL status.
You say Bodie can score from anywhere. You made it simple for him, though. Very unselfish.
I know. I told him this season to try and get as many goals as I can for him, so I said I'd let him have that one. So I was struggling a bit with my legs, so I didn't want to miss and get booed, so I let him score and celebrate.
How is your hamstring? You obviously have the Euros coming up. Any concerns?
No, not at all. It was always a plan to just a good 60-70 minutes, try and win the game from there, and then come off, and then it's the best of both worlds for Kilmarnock and for the Euros. So I can go into the Euros now with a big smile on my face, knowing that we're safe.
How much did you want to play today? The manager said it was your decision to make sure that you were fit. Yeah,
it was. There was a lot of conversation about the first game, but I wasn't quite ready. You know, I was carrying a bit of a niggle. Alex McQueen, the physio here, tried to get me ready, but I knew if he couldn't, I wasn't able to, and there was no point risking it then and being out for then and today. So it was imperative that I played today, and as I said, I wanted to, and thank God I played off.
Well done, Josh. I'm going to bring in Greg as well. 2 goals today, Greg. A Kilmarnock fan and season ticket holder here when you were young, it must be extra special for you.
That's brilliant, especially after Friday. I thought we deserved to win, and got away with a 1-0 defeat. It was hard to take, but today's made up for it. It's brilliant.
And the support around here has been incredible. You must remember a rugby park like this when you were young, but to have it like this again today, how much did that help?
The fans have been brilliant. They've turned out their numbers, and we've reduced for them. Just hopefully they come back next season and see us in the SPL again.
Any of your friends and family in the crowd? I'm sure they are.
Yeah, Mum and Dad, and lots of my friends are as well, so it's brilliant to do that in front of them. Amazing.
I hear you watched a motivational video in the dressing room before you came out at the start of the match, and you came out absolutely firing. What was that video like? How did it motivate you out there today?
It showed us clips, and it showed us what we can do, and the boys knew what we could do, so the first 8 minutes was incredible. To go up 2-0, can't ask for a better start, and 4-0, can't really say much more.
Well done, Greg, enjoy it.
Thank you, thank you.
So Kilmarnock have preserved their top flight status. We got support on social media this week from Marie Osmond, whose 1970 hit Paper is a real favourite of these Kilmarnock fans. Suffice it to say, I think you're going to hear Paper Roses here in East Ayrshire long into the night. Kilmarnock stay in the Premiership. Falkirk remain in the Championship. 4-0 on the day, 4-1 to Killie on aggregate.
Derek, thank you very much indeed. They've dodged the drop on the final day a few times. 1994, 2010 spring to mind. They've done it in the playoffs this time round. The future is looking much better under Lee Clark, isn't it? Falkirk also had a great playoff campaign and a season as well, and they brought so many fans here today. Full. I can tell you that all the fans are now off the pitch. We're hoping Kilmarnock are going to come back out now and celebrate with their fans. The majority were saying to the ones that ran on to get off, and they did that, thankfully. Stuart McCall and Stephen Craigan are here. Chris Sutton has hot-footed it down from the commentary box to join us as well. Great day for Kilmarnock in the end. They didn't want to be in this position, Stuart, but they've got themselves out of it.
No, they certainly have, and they had today what Falkirk didn't. They had pace and power in wide areas, and you know, we talked about before the game, Magennis, Obadeyi, and you know, there was just too much for them. They blew them away. First 8 minutes, 2 goals, and thereafter looked comfortable. And as much as we'll talk about the forward players, the defence, the 2 centre-halves are rock solid all day, and really snuffed Falkirk out.
Okay, we'll talk to Stephen and Chris again in just a minute. But what a day it's been for Lee Clark, hasn't it? Incredible for him. He was flying up and down that touchline today, celebrating all the goals. He motivated them, and they delivered 2 goals in the first 8 minutes. Reminiscent of Jose Mourinho handing the scarves out to the police today. What a difference he's made on this, the final day of the playoffs. Kilmarnock are in the top flight next season. More from us next. Kilmarnock are staying up, and there's the celebrations. The players are very much open in the home dressing room. You can't blame them, but not for everyone. You know, alcohol laws are quite strict in this country, and Josh Magennis is clearly driving the man of the match. What a performance though. 4-0 in the day, 4-1 on aggregate. Big week for us to come on BT Sport. This Friday it's the Champions League preview show, 6:30 PM in BT Sport Europe. The following day, Saturday from 6 PM, same channel for Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid, the Champions League final. You heard from Stuart McCall before the break. And Chris Sutton are here as well. And here come Kilmarnock back out to celebrate with our fans now the pitch has been completely cleared. Stephen, what a great day for them.
Well, I think Kilmarnock just blew Falkirk away. You know, we thought they would come out of the track, thought they'd have a fast start. To find themselves 2 goals up after 8 minutes would have been beyond Lee Clark's wildest dreams. So I think the way the team performed, the energy, the intensity, the attitude and the spirit, and sometimes that's all fans want, is a little bit of spirit, a little bit to go and show what you do. Fans are always very proud of the football club, and they just want the players to go and replicate the passion they have. And I feel today, coupled with the quality, I feel Kilmarnock done that from the very first whistle.
They need to use this now to kick on next season, don't they, Chris?
Yeah, look, it's a celebration in many ways, but, you know, Kilmarnock didn't want to be in this playoff. Great scenes there, Josh Magennis. He was out today, wasn't he? I've got to say, both sets of fans, the Kilmarnock fans, very good today. Booed the people who went onto the pitch. I thought that was terrific. But great scenes. It's relief for the Kilmarnock players now.
And relief for Josh Magennis as well, because apparently the hamstring's not too bad at all. He should be fine for the Euros.
He was just milking it, wasn't he? but listen, why should he should have done. He was outstanding all afternoon.
You know, and without going too in-depth dial of this club, you know, there's been a bit of a malaise around this place for the last 4 or 5 years. Chris is exactly right. I think relief is the overriding emotion. Things have to change, the direction of the club has to change, the harmony has to change, and the supporters have to come back time and time again to invest a little bit more money to try and help the club progress, so they're not in this position next season and the seasons after that.
Kilmarnock anthem ringing around us now. They're right to celebrate, but these are not really the type of games you want to be celebrating, are they, Stuart? We saw it with Motherwell last season, of course. Delight to stay up in the league, it is so important, but you want to be celebrating making the top 6 in the future, don't you? Lee Clark will be aiming high here.
Yeah, well, he mentioned before the game, didn't he, that he'd already had plans for next season. Hopefully they were going to be in the Premiership, which they are. And he'll be looking to build now. He's brought a couple of players in since he's been in who've made a big difference. I thought Addison was terrific today. But now, even though it's a joyous occasion, you still hear the Kilmarnock fans singing about the chairman. So, you know, that needs to get sorted out, because, you know, when you have friction between the supporters and the people running the club, that's never a good thing.
Right, let's get back down to Ely Barber now. I think we can get some more interviews. You can see Chris Boyd there.
Chris, you ended last season on playoff heartbreak. You certainly didn't want that to happen this season, and you went out there today and proved that you're good enough to stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, you know, it was a great start from the boys. You know, I think we took the game. That was a game plan to go right at Falkirk right from the off. You know, with Riff and Thursday night, we did what we got. You know, and we started the game well there as well. You know, I think we took the game to them on Thursday night. It wasn't to be. But today, I think we've shown that we have got fire up front when we do everything properly. You know, we defend as a team, and we're pushing on from here.
It's early days, relatively early days under Lee Clark, and this experience, how much has it brought you together under him as a group of players?
I think it just shows you today. You know, there's been performances, there's been up and down the majority of the season, but you know, I think since the gaffers came in, that there's been a constant performance that might, you know, the results may not have shown the way it we've been, but you know, I think you can always judge it on training. You know, the exact same, you know, application's been put in training every single day. You know, and that's the most important thing for a manager, that the players buy into what he's done, or what he's trying to do, and you know, everybody's done that. And I think if you don't, you're not going to be here. You know, but you know, today's probably a wake-up call. You know, it's a great occasion right now, but you find ourselves ever back in again.
And you see, look around you today and you hear the noise from the crowds. There's a lot of potential here at this club to fill the stadium again next season, and to show that you can climb that league again, and like you say, here next season.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I think the fans have come out today enforcing. You know, the first time I was here, you know, you're playing in front of 7,000-8,000 every week, you know, but at the end of the day, they'll only come if the performances are good in the pitch. They've came today, they've seen a performance that's more than wearing this jersey. You know, and they'll get behind you if you put in performances like that, that's for sure. I think they've shown that. You can hear them right now, as I said, but you know, it's not something that you want to you know, get used to, because you know, we want to push on, and us at the top of the table, we feel as if, you know, with the facilities and everything we've got here, we can do that, but you know, it's up to us. We're good to stick together and push on next year.
Well done, Chris. I'll let you go and join your teammates.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks.
Well, they said it was a wake-up call. That's probably exactly what it is. But right behind us here, all the Kilmarnock players are working their way around the crowd, who showed up today in fantastic numbers. And Stuart, if they can just get them back here next season in this kind of numbers all the time, it's a gigantic difference, not just in the balance sheet as well, but they could kick on perhaps.
Yeah, easier said than done sometimes. You know, Motherwell in that position. Remember Keith Lasley coming out and saying the pressure that they were played under, and then they were hoping the supporters would come back in the numbers, and it is difficult. You know, I don't know what they can do, but in Scottish football in general, you know, they need to sort of get the products on the pitch right. I'm sure they'll be trying to do that.
They've got the right man in charge, I hope.
Come back to you in just a second, Chris, for that. Let's just hear from Killie's Player of the Year, Jamie MacDonald, now with Ely.
Jamie, the perfect way to end what's been an up and down season.
Yeah, obviously absolutely delighted to maintain our Premiership. You know, it's been a roller coaster of a season, a tough season. You know, maybe feel we shouldn't have been, but as in, you know, what a performance today by the boys to, you know, get the win and maintain our status in the Premiership.
Jamie, I'll speak to you again in a minute. I think the manager's about to address the crowd.
Hello. Just a quiet word. Thank you. We celebrate in 5 minutes. Just want to say from myself personally and my family, the welcome I've had since I came to the football club has been fantastic from you tremendous supporters. You believed in me, you believed in what I'm trying to do. Now what I'll do in return for you is give you a team to be proud of. That performance is what I want to give you week in, week out. I'm not sure about the 4 goals every week, but we'll have a go. And finally, just a big thank you to the players for their dedication and their work ethic to what I was trying to do. Enjoy your summer. Look forward to seeing you next season.
And he will definitely enjoy his summer now, because they're staying up. He got given a 3.5-year deal. The first part of that was to save them to stay in the Premiership. They've done that, not in the way they really wanted to. It was through the playoffs, but it is job done in the end. And Chris, you were saying you think he's the right man to take them forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people might view it as a risk. He might have viewed it as a risk coming to Kilmarnock, a team struggling up in Scotland. I mean, you think they started this season getting thumped at home to Dundee 4-0. They've finished on a high 4-0, and Lee won't want this to happen again.
No.
What Lee's got, you know, you see it in the touchline, full of character, full of passion, animosity, excitement. Fans like to see interaction between players and management and staff. Lee Clark talks well, he interacts well, he conducts himself well, he's on the line sometimes, but he's got a lot of passion. And I think as a player, you look to your management sometimes, you look to see what they've got in them. And the way he looks at his players, the way he speaks about his players, the way he speaks about his club, he's an inspiration, and he's got the right result. And
he never lost belief in the team. It was quite clear, all the messages he had going out in the media the last couple of weeks, he believed in them till the end.
Yeah, and you've also got to give him credit for his selections. You know, he brought a young kid in today to left back. Obviously, Magennis was always going to come back, but you know, we talked about it the other night, the centre-half pairing. You know, to drop Ballatoni. You know, he's made some really good decisions, and in he comes as happy as Larry.
He's in with us now. Let's bring him in. Well done. Many congratulations. Come and join us. That must have been good. That must have felt good talking to the fans at the end, knowing it was job done today, and you did it in some style as well, didn't you, Lee?
Yeah, we did. It was job done, but I said to the players there, you know, we can celebrate, you know, this result and what we've done, but it's a warning. It's a warning to the football club. It's been fighting this position for too many years. Let the lads go and enjoy it tonight, but we can't allow this to happen. The last few weeks have been horrific, because you're thinking if you go down, good people in the offices,
yeah, jobs on the line.
Absolutely, and that's been on my mind for, you know, the last few weeks.
We were just saying these are not the finals you want to be playing in. Quite clearly you want to be in the other kind of finals, but you must feel there's an opportunity here if you can build, if you get the backing.
That's the key. Got to get the backing, got to be able to you know, push on. Clubs like St Johnstone, Motherwell, Ross County, they've shown it can be done if the right recruitment is done. And because what's happened in each year, they've gradually gone a place lower and then they end up in this situation.
We said that ahead of the game.
And probably against a team that you don't want to play against, because they just never give up, you know. Even when it was 4-0, that's 5 minutes, they're still having a go, you know. Tremendous what they've got in that dressing room with Falkirk.
Lee, on Thursday night, the late goal must have been a hammer blow, considering the way you played. What's been the 2 days like been since then, and trying to build up to this game? What message did you try to get across?
It was brilliant. We went for a walk on the beach and had a bacon and egg sandwich.
Yeah,
we did. We went for a walk on the beach in Troon yesterday afternoon, got them a couple of rolls, and they were different class. So all these sports scientists with their nutrition and all that, they can fed up. Bacon and eggs on the menu from now on in.
Sounds good for me.
Will you have a big overhaul, player overhaul in the summer? What's required for you to push on next season?
Yeah, unfortunately, Chris, this is the reality now. The lads are buzzing. They've done brilliant for us, but I do have to change things. I'll have one meetings with the players tomorrow. They might be a bit hungover now, might be, but we'll try and have a conversation together. And I'll thank them for that efforts, because I've said all along, they've bought into what I'm trying to do. They've worked hard for us. You know, the squad been freshened up.
Can I ask you about the motivational video you played ahead of the game? We heard you played a couple of minutes worth of a video for them to get them going. Is that right?
Yeah, just something we've done. We've done it before as well.
It worked.
Well, sometimes a little fat Geordie can motivate them beforehand, doesn't work. But if it's Al Pacino or Russell Crowe from a movie script, then that might do it for them. So we'll try something a bit different. It's just getting the lads to realising that and get them fired up, and thankfully they did. What an unbelievable start.
And I know it was high tension, it was high drama here today for you in the sidelines, but you were absolutely flying up and down that touchline at times. You were handing out scarves to police officers. You were having a ball.
Because we're lucky enough to play alongside each other on under 21s in England. I was never that quick when I played with him.
I didn't want to say that. Neither was he. I was thinking it.
So he'll be thinking, where the hell's he got that change of pace from?
Yeah, it was a change of pace, just not the right one.
These playoffs, though, they're absolutely brutal. I mean, you were with us in the last round, the semi-finals. They must be difficult to get ready to get going in after you've not got the momentum to come into these games. Like, obviously, the teams in the Championship have made it through to the final. They have the momentum. You almost come from a standing start.
But what happened in the last game against Dundee United, the last league game, I had a big decision. Did I try and pick a team that won us the game and got us a little bit of confidence and risk injury and risk fatigue? Or did I make lots of changes? And thankfully it's paid off. You know, it's easy to say it now, but if that hadn't worked, it could, you know, I could have been looking at with a bit of experience. It's proved to be the right decision. We made 7 changes that day, then we took 2 senior players off. Yeah. We were 2-1 up, we ended up losing the game. But it didn't affect the players who were going to be involved in these 2 games. They were fresh. And I think over the 2 games, you know, even on the first leg, we were probably the dominant team and we got done with, as I said, a terrible goal, a sucker punch.
You had some great performances today. Look, just before you go, can we just show you all the goals and some of the big moments, the great moments today? I mean, what a start from your team. We talked about the motivational video. That's after just, what, 3 minutes? Kiltie's popped up with one there. But just talk us through this of you.
Well, we just wanted a fast start. I said to the players, we want a fast start. We want to get the big crowd behind us. But we don't want to be losing our shape. You know, the worst case scenario for us today was to win in 90 minutes by a goal and take it to extra time. I mean, look at that. Unbelievable. So, no, but we just knew that we had to get the big crowd behind us, get them motivated and start supporting us. You've got to give them something back, and we did that.
I think we can assume you wasn't a Kilmarnock fan. That came right back off that scarf. Listen, we need to go to a break. We're going to hear the other side of the coin in a minute, but thank you very much for coming to join us. Well done today. Job's done. 4-0 in the day, 4-1 on aggregate. Coming up in just a few minutes, we'll get some Falkirk reaction. We'll hear from Peter Houston as well. See you in just a few minutes' time.